it off to get things underway. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So UConn's offense takes the field. And David, their quarterback hasn't always blown you away statistically, but he is a guy that the coaches trust.
Yeah, and he'll show you some flashes of why you should trust him, Reese. But here's the thing. This is not a guy that we're saying, go win me the football game. That's not where he's at right now in his career. Jesse, he's a guy that needs the others.
He's loose on the right. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
That was the epitome of a chunk play, and now they've got it 1st and goal, trying to cash it in. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Huskies!
Now, coaches always talk about starting fast and taking that opening drive and really setting the tone for the football game, and that is exactly what they did. And they finish it with a good brand of physicality, running the football, ending the drive, and getting off to the 6-0 start.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point makes it 7-0. They wasted no time on that drive. 2 plays, touchdown just like that. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Here he comes with the return. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So FIU's offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. And David, we'll see whether this running back has the ability to elevate his game and really become a star in this offense.
Yeah, he's still developing. You know, I think when you watch him, you say, oh, he's still learning the vision and how to play the running back spot. And I think you leave him, Jesse, going, I want a little bit more. I want more consistency, more big plays, so this offense can really take off.
I think the coaching staff, I think the fans know for the future of this program, they need to upgrade at the position. They'll try to do that in recruiting or the portal. But for right now, today, this guy has to be able to make plays when his opportunities show up.
Keeps it on the bootleg. Caught in the backfield. It's Owens. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
On 3rd and short, the power run here. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
It's great awareness by the running back, understanding where the first down marker is and doing whatever it takes to get it.
FIU comes out with a fresh set of downs. Grabbed behind the line. It's Payne. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
Offense gets set for 2nd down. He'll keep it himself. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
It doesn't matter what run play you have called, if you're running it inside or outside. If the defense gets penetration, everything is done. And you saw it on that play right there. Great job by the dude.
Offense working from the pistol. Gives it to the back on the draw. And they did not let him get to that first down line. It'll bring up a call here. FIU will line up the punt, getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. He'll field the punt and take it back. He'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. Pulls it, fired complete. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't gain any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically down the field for an explosive play down the line. Just keep that in mind.
And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? Second down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this third down manageable. Really nice job of executing that.
The Huskies are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. To the air, it's Fagnano. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God into this defense, because this 3 and out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
They kick it away on 4th down. Catch is made at the 15. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Picks his way and gets 4 out to the 27. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Got it in the middle, it's Dawson. There he goes. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. That's the end of the period, and UConn has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the 2nd. So 1st down here as they go back to work. Here's the handoff. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Now the play fake. He hurls one deep down the left side. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. Scanning the field, it's Jenkins. Unloads to the right. He's got an open man. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the 1st down?
QB, excellent location on that throw. Out route against man coverage, you cannot miss. If you throw that behind, that might be a pick 6. So nice job by the quarterback with his accuracy.
FIU set up with another 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Grabbed over the middle, it's Dawson. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
Really nice job by quarterback and wide receiver. This is why you do film work. This is why you throw on air all offseason. I know I get zone coverage. I know exactly where I'm breaking. I know exactly where to deliver the football. Nice throw, nice catch.
And the Panthers will line it up on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Snagged in the middle, it's Payne. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
Grab near the sticks, it's Owens. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
The Panthers didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. They'll run it from the gun. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. The give. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Boy, they love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
And you think about when you hit those guys on the move, man, he's already flying so fast, and I got to adjust my angle as a DB and make sure I keep outside contained, and it's a really easy play to run to get positive yards, especially in a situation like that where you're looking for the 1st down. You run that play, you get it. Nice, easy breezy.
Touchdown, FIU! They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity.
I was so excited for this game because I just knew it was going to be a back-and-forth battle, and that's what we've seen here. Great job by the quarterback. Good decision, reading the coverage, accurate throw. They get the extra point. This thing is all knotted up.
Extra point here will tie the game. And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. It was capped off by a 1-yard touchdown pass. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. On the run from inside his own 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the left. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the 1st down. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. To the air, it's Fagnano. Quickly to the tight end. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything, get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
Now across the 50 and at the 48-yard line, they'll have it 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking for a huge play. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Well, on defense, they know that this offense is going to try and take shots. They're going to try and keep their secondary players in a position to make these types of plays. Good job on the back end forcing that incompletion.
To the air on 2nd down. Got it in the middle, it's Hansen. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone, make them execute, and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it, go make tackles, live to fight another down.
Brought down just short of the sticks on the screen pass. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
And I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding 3rd and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football, made a nice tackle to force a 4th down.
Kick is in the air. And they'll let that one go, and it'll roll out of bounds. Final seconds of the 1st half. Let's see if they can pull off a little magic. Leaves it with the back. Got enough for the 1st, and he's still going. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Back to pass, it's Jenkins. Pocket breaking down. And they almost had a connection on the long pass, but the receiver couldn't make the grab in bounds. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, a first half that saw a little bit of everything there in East Hartford. And talk about a good competitive game so far. Not saying this has been the best first half we've seen in the history of these 2 programs, but they've matched each other's intensity, and the result has been a very evenly played game. Fascinating to see how the rest of this one plays out. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Rentschler Field.
UConn has it teed up to start this 2nd half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Florida International offense is back on the field. Grabbed in the middle, it's Dawson.
Good job reading the defense by the quarterback on that RPO feed. He waited to see how the defense was going to play the run. He saw defenders bite up close to the line of scrimmage, and right away he knew he had the slant throw right in behind him.
And the Panthers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Off the play fake. Zings it complete to the right. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a 1st down.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws, right in those holes, get those 1st downs, get those big chunks.
Makes the grab, it's Perry. Breaks into the open. Really putting together a threat now. They get the 1st, it's at the 37. FIU comes out with a fresh set of downs. Off play action on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Dawson. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
Just inside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 19. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Got his man quickly. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. On 1st and goal, let's see if FIU can get it in. Wants to throw again. Going for 6. Touchdown, Florida International. And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half.
I'm going to spread you sideline to sideline with all my speed, make you cover the whole field. Nice job by the offense, going with a little spread look, taking advantage of the speed they had on the field, and getting the big touchdown.
Lining up for the PAT. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Bringing it back. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The UConn offense goes back to work. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. They get it out to the 36 and on the move after a pickup of 15.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking, more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
That's the way to give yourself some breathing room. Now the second play of the drive from the 36. They've avoided the interception all day, but they're lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you could tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much, got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking to throw, it's Fagnano. Takes the easy one to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Listen, if I'm a QB, second down, I want to check the ball down and get a manageable third down. But when this defense is flying around like this, so fast closing out, he got to that running back, got him on the ground so fast, the running back had nowhere to go.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Edwards. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down.
That's perfectly fine. If I'm a defense, I'm going to give up some yards right there. Play deep, react to shallow. The running back catches the football. I come up. He gets a positive gain, but it doesn't matter because now I won 3rd down and forced him on 4th down.
UConn will have to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Off the play fake on 1st down, to throw. Caught over the middle, it's Staten. They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. There's not a lot more beautiful in football than the play action and the open tight end.
Because it freezes those linebackers, it freezes those safeties because they have to come up for a second and play the run, and then the big tight ends, big targets on the back end can catch the football and make big plays.
Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
Well, they needed 2 yards for that 1st down. The running back doing just enough to make sure he keeps this drive alive.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's 1st down. Back to throw, it's Jenkins. That's caught, it's Perry.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
Second down coming up.
as they get set to snap it just about to reach the end of the quarter. He'll do it himself. Oh, he's got some space. They make the tackle, but not before he finishes off this third period with a big play. No question they wanted to get the ball to their playmakers, and both receivers have come up big through 3. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. So first down will open up the final period. Wants to go up top on first down. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
The Panthers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Finding an escape route. Stumbled to the ground.
Really nice play call there on 2nd and long by the offensive coordinator. He was able to get a lot of that yardage back by running the football, and now, of course, it sets up a 3rd and manageable situation.
And the Panthers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior makes a play after the grab. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to 3rd down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the first down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
Back to pass, it's Jenkins. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Panthers! They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone.
Number 0.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away. Count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done, and now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead.
Extra point.
And the extra point puts them on top 21-7.
That makes the score. Florida International 21. UConn.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. UConn going back to work on offense. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of there, you-know-what.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
They'll go back to the air on 2nd down. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete. Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Fagnano. Catch in the middle, it's Bell. So important to convert these 3rd downs, and they get it done. They'll have it at the 42.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions, got to continue to get these first downs, move quick, don't be in a hurry, but they've got to keep the accelerator down because they need some explosive plays.
UConn comes to the line after getting another first down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the right. Got his man. Ball down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
And that is the exact opposite what this defense wants. When you have the lead, you can't give up an explosive play or back-to-back explosive plays. Play the coverage where you've got multiple eyes on the quarterback, dropping back, not giving up the big play.
Looking to throw on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Murphy. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down.
That receiver found the open space in the zone coverage, and as a defense, honestly, you just throw your hands up on that because they covered it pretty well. It was just a good play call and really nice execution.
They'll snap it from the 26 on first down. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. Ball marked at the 26. It's 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Bell. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down.
And that's exactly what this defense needs to do. The clock is your friend. Try to keep them in bounds. No big plays, and let that clock just tick.
And the Huskies with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Wants to keep it in the air. Grab near the marker. It's Murphy. Now the connection takes it to the 11. The offense gets a quick timeout. At this point, every second is precious. The Huskies, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Looking downfield, it's Fagnano. Snags it, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Huskies.
And listen, still a ways to go, but great job by this offense getting you back in the ballgame. Now, we got a one-possession game. We've got our score. We did what we're supposed to do. Now, how do we get this stopped? Now, the defense has to come up big and get me the rock back.
PAT unit on the field. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive, and they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. Just over a minute to play. They're lining up for an onside kick to try to pull off this rally. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football. FIU gets it back, and the Panthers will send the offense back onto the field. One possession game, getting late, first order of business, just take care of the football.
So they call this situation 4-minute offense, where you're trying to run the football and throw high percentage passes to maintain possession and bleed the clock. This is a very difficult point of the game to execute at a high level, though.
Yeah, and listen, what you understand as an offense is if I get 1 or 2 first downs, this ball game's over. And that's your sole objective. Not scoring, take care of the football, get a few first downs, and walk out with the W.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. Quarterback's just going to take a knee. FIU will line up to punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Going to make sure he doesn't get a return on this one as the punt bounces out of bounds. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Looking to pass. It's Fagnano. Got his man downfield. They finally get him on explosive play for the first down.